Hey everyone, Kim Barnes Jefferson here again, and I wanted to pop in and I want to talk about two things that keep people stuck and not getting into momentum. And the first thing is goals. So many people struggle to set good, clear goals. And I want you to think about goals as, if you were to get into the car and if you were to drive to California, would you just be like, going to California and hop in the car and just start driving? No, you would sit down and you would map out a route. You would say, my goal is to show up in Los Angeles, California, and you would show up. 9 times out of 10, you would punch it into a GPS. GPS would tell you what to do. That's what goals are. Goals are telling you what to do. And so when you're clear that you want to go to 123 Main Street in Los Angeles, California, you're going to get there. And when you tell around you that you want to get to 123 Main Street in California, they'll know how to help you get there. So the big thing is, what do you want? Like seriously, just think about it. What do you want? What's one thing you want to do right now? And what's one thing that you can do this week, today, this hour to get you closer to your goal? And that's really what goal setting is, and being specific. You want to be specific. I want to go to California and I want to go to this specific address. Do you want to lose a dress size in 4 weeks? Do you want to be able to do 10 push-ups? Do you want to be able to only have one drink a week? I don't know. You decide what it is that you want. And then the other thing comes back to motivation. And I want to read you the definition of motivation so that it kind of helps solidify like what it is. It's what drives you towards a goal and keeps you going when times get rough. There are going to be rough times. There are going to be bumps in the road. And if you remember during that first video, I said you have to have a plan. And plans help you figure out when that bump in the road happens, what you're going to do. And it's that motivation that gets you back in the car when you get knocked around. So to stay motivated, I want you to think about, instead of making these big sweeping changes, make one small change. And I always say it because if you make one small change, you feel and you start to see results, that's where motivation comes from. Then you're like, wow, I can really do this. I got this. It's something that's possible. So how do I break this down? So if you were to say, I want to start exercising again, and you're like, I'm going to the gym 7 days a week, 2 hours, blah. That's probably not going to happen. But if you said, you know what, 3 days a week, I'm going to exercise 15 minutes. You do that for like a month, and then you're like, hey, I'm doing this. It feels good. Like I'm not dragging myself out of the house. I'm doing it. It feels amazing. Then you can start adding on. Then you can start adding on. Then you can start adding on. So, and I also want you to think about, are you excited about this goal? If it doesn't excite you, you're not going to stick with it. That's just how it works. So I want you to be excited about the goal. And, earlier this month, I was told to scale back my workouts. And I was like, scale back my workouts? The hell? And I wasn't looking forward to it, but I had to shift my mind. I had to say to myself that this was a necessary change for me to get to where I wanted to go. And I had to change my motivation. So I started listening to a book. And that's what, now I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to go for my walk tomorrow because I need to listen to my book. So I want you to think about what's going to get you excited. Are you motivated to make this change? Make one simple change, and that way you're able to stay motivated and stay in momentum. Have a fabulous day.